takes a play, every time he takes a rep, you can kind of see like the growth is a little exponential. Like you can kind of see it in real time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he's, like you said, he's young, so he's still a redshirt freshman without a lot of experience playing ball. So, yeah, and then every rep, the more reps he gets, and the biggest thing for him is he's been available. The best ability is availability. So he's been available, so that helps him get better and better and better. You see him getting more and more comfortable. So it's been great.
With his game, I mean, obviously Des does so much for you guys in the passing game. Can Joel's do that same type of thing, like, catching passes?
Absolutely. Yeah, he can. He can catch it out of the backfield. He can run good routes. He runs hard. Yeah, so he can do, and then he can run too. His best attribute is he can run. Probably not as fast as Des, but still can run as well. So he can do a lot of good things for us. That's why, we kind of like not have to, pull back on the game plan as much because we feel like he can do a lot of the stuff that Des does as well.
Coach Narduzzi talked to us about maybe some things needing to be straightened out with regards to his pass protection. Just where are the biggest areas of growth for Joel at this point in time in his career?
The biggest area, I think really just getting more comfortable. Before it was, kind of him playing behind his pass, stuff like that, and kind of lowering his pass and stuff like that and running hard. But now, I mean, pass pro shoot, I could probably say he had to pick up a pass pro like 10 times, last game. And I think he probably missed one that caused a quarterback hurry or two quarterback hurry. But other than that, I mean, that was the growth that I wanted to see because he had to pass block so much the previous week. So that part was good. But other than that, I would just say the more football, because he's a very, very coachable kid. He's the type of kid that whatever you tell him to do, like he's gonna try his best to do it. It takes a lot of reps, but the more and more football he continue to play, he's gonna continue to grow in every area of the game. So.
How has having Jakarian Turner back in the mix helped the room as a whole?
Oh, great. I think because it's a really good room. All those guys can really play and do different things. And him with just his speed that he plays with and the speed that he plays the game, and his ability to make guys miss as well, it raises the level in the whole room to, make them want to play, that much faster. So having him back just again as another body and for him to be, super young as a true freshman and for him to get these reps is crucial for him and for the team because we feel like he can help us.
How would you assess his performances so far?
I mean, it's been, about high average. He's been about high average. He hasn't got a lot of playing time. I think last game he got 3 carries. But the more, he's been out. So the more he, stays with us and stays healthy, I think the better and better he's going to get, the more comfortable he will get, just like Joel's. But now it's just at a more accelerated pace because, he's in the fire now. So, but overall though, he's been great. He's a kid that works his tail off. I mean, he's up here at 5:45 in the morning every day, studying film, trying to learn, and he's up here working. So he's going to continue to get better. So.
You had a couple of key snaps. Jakarian had a couple of key snaps in that fourth quarter on that final true drive of the game. He had, I think, one for like 2 yards and had that like quick swing pass. I mean, looking back at the tape with him, what were some of the things that he could maybe correct to try to get him a couple more yards there?
On that one, I think on the screen, on the third down, I think he got all he could do on that. Probably do a better job of just kind of making guys miss, but he did a good job of catching the ball and then getting vertical, which is what I wanted him to do. But probably could have made at least 2 more guys miss to try to get the first down. And on the one run, it was better than the run that he had early on in the game when he first got in the game in that second half. But just he trusted it, got to the B gap, but then when he got there, safety just met him in the hole. And then he did a good job of bouncing off that and kind of falling forward for 2 yards. So it was more so correcting kind of the 2 runs that he had early on in that second half when he first got in the game. It was more that we watched film and he understood exactly what he seen and what went wrong, and he was good there.
Do you feel like your backs have read the blocking well up front?
Yeah, I think so. I think they read it pretty well. I think those 2, the young guy, Jakarian, I think he missed 2. He missed 2 run reads. But for the most part, I think they've done a good job with it.
What has stood out about just Louisville defensively and what they bring?
Speed. Speed. They fly around. They physical. They play hard. So I mean, up front and their backers. And their safeties too. 21, he's pretty good. But that's really what it is. Speed. They fly around, but that's what they always been known for in the Big East days. They was always known for that back in the Charlie Strong days. So and it's still carrying on with Coach Braun. So.
as you guys get into ACC play, what can you maybe do to create some more, or what can your group do to create some more like explosive runs?
Continue to trust it. Continue to trust it, and I think the more that Coach K runs it, the better it's going to be. The more opportunities they get, I think will help that, and them keep trusting the runs and what we call, and then making guys miss on the second level when they do get the opportunity to. I think that'll help as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, Des went down in I think in the first quarter of that game. What did you like from your guys' response to it? Like, because he brings so much to your offense. Like, how did you like your backs just being like, okay, it's my turn?
Oh, next man up. We talk about that all the time. I challenge them every single day. If anybody goes down, and honestly, that's a great question because throughout camp, throughout spring ball, that was always the message. If something happens to Des, I should be able to close my eyes and say, hey, go. And no matter who it is. So that was always the theme, the message. They knew that it was going to always be next man up. And when their opportunity came, they had to be ready. And I think they were. And I think Des does a great job, too, of coaching them up and helping them be prepared just in case, whether he's down or not getting a lot of reps in practice and they're getting the reps, he's teaching them as well, too, to, hey, be ready, man. You got to, make sure you make the right reads and do this and press the line of scrimmage and all those good things that we talk about in the room. And those guys do a great job of listening to him, too, as well.
Any final? Coach, thank you.
It just seems the way Louisville's skill position players are. It seems like there's a lot of crossover with how you guys would recruit. I mean, I guess what stands out about their running backs, their wide receivers, and just kind of what they do on offense.
Again, speed. They just got a lot of speed. It seems like they don't do a lot. Especially from an offensive standpoint, from what I've seen and watched and studied, but they do it well. And again, it's just speed. And that's what we love too, speed. They guys got some length too as well. But yeah, you are right. It is a little crossover and similar. They like guys with speed, and we got guys with speed as well too.